Welcome to Garden Rewards, and if you're new here, my name is Wendy, so welcome to the channel. So what I want to talk to you about this week is what's going on regarding my front garden. I did mention, I think in previous videos, that we were getting the drive done in the front garden. Now last week we dug out the plants out the border, which consisted mainly of three lovely calla lily plants, and you're not really supposed to dig them out when they're in flower, but because we were having the drive done I had to. And I was going to film it, but it was really, really hot and it took longer than expected. And I did have help digging them out. So that's why I didn't film it. And obviously, we've had the bank holiday. And so the guys that came to do it didn't arrive till Tuesday. So they dug it out on Tuesday and Wednesday, which I'll put some footage up of how it looked after they'd done certain jobs. So they dug it out Tuesday and Wednesday, and they put the hardcore in on Thursday. And then Friday we had the concrete tipped in, and we've had a pattern done, but it hasn't been cleaned off yet, and I haven't put any flowers in the borders, so that won't happen till probably on Monday. So I'll probably put that in on the end of the video once it's been done. But as I say, the calla lilies, I've got some in my wheelbarrow in the garden and in a tub. And I hope that I can get some good plants out of it still, because they might go into shock. So I don't know how it's going to be with that. I've also cut my lawn, and I've also put down some grass seed on it as well. And we'll also have a look at some of the roses in the garden right now. So the first rose is a whiter shade of pale, and although it's been out in flower for a little while now, there's been loads of lovely flowers and buds on. I do think that from last year the roses do look smaller. Now I don't know why that is, but it's such a lovely flower and the fragrance is to die for. It's absolutely gorgeous, and that's why I've got it planted near my patio. But I have noticed that the blooms are a little bit smaller this year. The next rose is Queen of Sweden, which is looking absolutely spectacular. The flowers are upright on the stems. It is covered in flowers and they are absolutely beautiful, better than it looked last year as well. The next one is Ancient Mariner, and he is looking absolutely gorgeous. The blooms are large and fragrant, and overall, it's such a lovely looking rose bush. Last year, I was a little bit disappointed with the blooms on it last year, but this year is looking absolutely marvellous. The Eustacia Vi is still I got it as a potted plant for Mother's Day, so there's no blooms on that at the moment. So I will see more with that one next year. So there's no need to show you that one really, because there's nothing on it, but it is looking all right. Port Sunlight has had a couple of flowers on it. I'm a little bit disappointed this year. There isn't as many flowers on it. So I think that is one to watch, because I don't know whether I will replace that next year. By the Bird Bath, we've got Dame Wendy, and that's just come into flower. And I've only had one or two flowers open with that one. There are some buds on, so I shall keep my eye on that one. Roald Dahl is looking spectacular as well, although I think the flowers look slightly different, and I don't know why. The flowers aren't doesn't seem to look as large as it did last year, but it is still a nice one. And I've also got Boscobel, which is looking absolutely beautiful. The fragrance on that one is lovely as well. And next to that one, we've got Vanessa Bell. She always looks lovely. Um, I like the scent, but I have got roses that are a better scent than that one. But I have noticed this year I can smell a nicer scent on it, and I don't know why that is, but it's just the way it is. Whether my smell has changed or what, but the Eustacia Vi is looking absolutely beautiful, and the two roses that I am absolutely gobsmacked over is Danahue and Desdemona. Um, they are looking absolutely gorgeous, full of flowers. and the fragrance is lovely as well. And they're two that I'm glad I've planted in the garden this year. But as I say, the calla lilies are in a tub and a wheelbarrow, and hopefully sometime perhaps next week I can plant them in. We are expecting rain all week, so I don't think I'll get a chance to plant them in. But at least the drive will be washed off. Hopefully on Monday the crew will come back and wash it off and take away the wood away from the border that's there, and hopefully I can get things planted in. I do need to thin out my bearded iris because I think they have got too large now, and it's starting to overcrowd the borders a little bit. So I still need to pull some more of that out. I already done it once, but I think I need to pull some more out. But I hope you've enjoyed the video. Have a lovely week, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.